So, welcome everyone. So before we start the Heart Sutra talk, I would like you to bring your hands together and we're going to recite the Heart Sutra together. You can either use the paper, the handout you have, or you can also look at the screen. It's a video we uploaded to YouTube.
Prajnaparamita Heart Sutra. Sutra opening verse. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle and wondrous Dharma is difficult to encounter in hundreds of millions of kalpas. I now see and hear it, receive and uphold it. May we understand the true meaning of the Tathagata. Prajnaparamita Heart Sutra, English translation by Venerable Shengchi, based on the Chinese translation by Tripitaka Master Xuanzang from the Tang Dynasty, from Sanskrit to Chinese. 观自在 Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, while dwelling deeply in the practice of Prajnaparamita, clearly saw that all the five skandhas are empty, thus transcending all suffering and distress. Shariputra, form is no different from emptiness. Emptiness is no different from form. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. The same is true for feelings, perceptions, volitional formations, and consciousness. Shariputra, the nature of all dharmas is emptiness. No arising, no ceasing. No impurity, no purity. No increase, no decrease. Thus, in emptiness there is no form, no feelings, no perceptions, no volitional formations or consciousness, no eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body or mind, no form, sound, smell, taste, touch, dharmas, no realm of the eye, up to no realm of the consciousness, no ignorance, and also no ending of ignorance, up to no aging and death, and also no ending of aging and death. No suffering, no cause of suffering, no cessation of suffering, and no path. No wisdom and no attainment, because there is nothing to attain. The Bodhisattvas, relying on Prajnaparamita, have no hindrance in their heart, no hindrance and therefore no fears. Away from all deluded dreams, they realize the ultimate nirvana. All Buddhas of the three times, relying on Prajnaparamita, attain anicca sanya sambodhi. Therefore, one should know that Prajnaparamita is a great divine mantra, a great bright mantra, the ultimate supreme mantra, the ultimate unparalleled mantra, capable of eliminating all suffering. It is true and not false. Thus, one recites the Prajnaparamita mantra like this: Gade Gade, Bala Gade, Balasam Gade, Bodhi Swaha. Merit transfer. May we be born in the Western Pure Land, have the 9 great lotuses as our parents. When the lotus is open, we'll see the Buddha and awaken to the truth of non-arising and the non-regressing Bodhisattvas as our companions. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amituofo. So the Heart Sutra really contains this ultimate wisdom, the most profound wisdom in Buddhism. So if you can grasp that, then you can transcend all sufferings, all illness, everything, all ills and sufferings of the mind. So this is one of the most well-known Mahayana sutras. And this will be the sutra that we'll focus on this semester. So we have time to explore it deeply. So before I go into the sutra, I'd like to introduce a little bit of the difference between Mahayana and Theravada. Anyone know about the difference? You heard of it? Yes? You want to say something? What's your name?
I probably won't do a good job at explaining. Well, I know that, like, at least generally, like, in Southeast Asia, Theravada is the most common form of Buddhism.
Very good.
Practice. Mahayana was, like, formed in China, mainly East Asia.
Yeah,
And
very
it's
good.
still the most popular.
Very good. This is actually our next slide. Okay. So Mahayana, the difference is that Mahayana, Maha means great. Mahayana means the great vehicle. Right? Think about a very big car. A big car, not just driving yourself for freedom. And why we want to practice Buddhism? Because we want liberation. We want to be free from all sufferings. So the Mahayana path is like, we don't just want ourselves. I don't just want myself to be free from suffering. I want all of you to be free from suffering. I want every sentient beings in the world, in the entire cosmos, to be free from suffering. You see that? So it's like Buddhahood for all sentient beings. Okay? And Theravada, their goal is to attain Arahant. So there are different levels of enlightenment. In Mahayana, 52 stages of enlightenment. So enlightenment is not just one stage. Right? People think, oh, I'm enlightened, that's it. No. That could be the very beginning of your practice. So out of the 52 stages of enlightenment, it can be loosely categorized as the 3 stages, Arahant, Bodhisattva, and Buddha. So I'm talking about this title for different level of enlightened beings. Okay, for Theravada Buddhism, their goal is to attain enlightenment at the stage of Arahant. What happens if you are an Arahant? Then you can exit the cycle of reincarnation. Samsara. How many people heard of samsara? Raise your hand. Okay, good. You all know that, so I won't have to explain too much. So if you are an Arahant, you are out of the game. You are out of this endless suffering. The cycle of samsara means there will always be endless suffering. Why? Because there will always be the suffering of birth, death, old age, not getting what you want, separation from loved ones, all the suffering of the mental and physical. As long as you keep track in this cycle. If you're Arahant, you're out. And for them, that's game over. I'm out. But for the Bodhisattva, it's like, when I'm out, that's the beginning of my game. And now I'm out. What should I do? Now I'm free from all suffering. What will you do if you're free from all suffering? What will you do if you're the richest person in the world? You don't know? Think about it. Maybe you want to donate your money to help others, right? That's what we saw a lot of philanthropy, like all these people donating money. They're very wealthy because all of a sudden they found, oh, money cannot buy happiness. But what actually helped them to be happy is actually maybe helping others. So the bodhisattvas are like, now I'm out, I'm free, but all these people are still suffering. So I need to help them. So you see the difference? So one is more focused on self-liberation. One wants to aim for liberation for all sentient beings.
So after they escape the cycle of samsara,
yeah, very
they
good.
still have consciousness.
They can come back easily. They can manifest a body easily. Don't think that once you escape the samsara, you just disappear. No. Some people have this misunderstanding. What's the point if we all just like diminished after samsara? No. For bodhisattvas, after samsara, this is like where they start their game to help save sentient beings. And also the uniform are slightly different. But I'm not saying all Theravada Buddhists are focused on self-liberation. There are some Theravada monks. We categorize them as bodhisattvas. They're also, really spreading the Dharma and really try to help sentient beings out there. Okay? So whether you are a Mahayana or Theravada practitioner doesn't just depend on the school of Buddhism you practice or the country you're from, but depends on this Bodhicitta. I remember this keyword. You're going to hear me saying that a lot if you're practicing the Mahayana path. Bodhi from Sanskrit. Bodhicitta is a Sanskrit word. Bodhi means this awakened mind. To do what? 2 things. You aspire to attain Buddhahood yourself. You want to aspire to the highest level of enlightenment yourself. At the same time, to liberate all sentient beings. So on the way, you don't have to be a Buddha to help others. You don't have to be the richest person to help others. If you've got good amount of wealth, you can already start donating your money. Okay, this is just a metaphor. So this is what's called a bodhisattva path. The Mahayana path, the key is bodhicitta. if a Theravada practitioner, they have Bodhicitta, we also can call them a Bodhisattva, whether they know it or not. Okay? Does that make sense? If you are actually practicing a Mahayana school, but you don't generate a Bodhicitta, you are not really a genuine Mahayana practitioner yet. Make sense? So this is a hallmark of Mahayana Buddhism. So, okay, like what you just said, Mahayana is commonly practiced in East China country, East Asian country, China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam. Everything is done from China and from India all the way to China and from China to all the countries. And Theravada is usually practiced in countries like Thailand, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Cambodia, and Laos. Okay? So this is our Bodhisattva finding here. Oh, another difference is that in Theravada teachings, so they follow what's called a Pali Canon. Pali Canon means all the scriptures that they have. They only talk about one Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, Gautama Buddha. Everyone knows about Gautama, Shakyamuni Buddha. Okay, the ancient Indian priest who was born in nowadays Nepal, who renounced the real life to pursue for perfect enlightenment. Okay, he sat under the Bodhi tree for 49 days and realized the perfect enlightenment and spread the teachings, and that's how we have Buddhism nowadays. But in the Mahayana, it has more of like a cosmic vision of reality, like cosmic world view. It doesn't just talk about one world. It doesn't just talk about one Buddha. It talks about other Buddhas, in other Buddha lands, other Bodhisattvas. In Mahayana, there are actually infinite Buddhas and infinite Bodhisattvas. Okay, so who possessed the Buddha nature? Everyone. Okay, so do you think there could only be one Buddha in the entire universe? How many Buddhas do you think there are? Huh?
Like so many?
Yeah, infinite. I just said. If you read the Mahayana scriptures, they will tell you all the names of the Buddha. You will be so overwhelmed. So all these beings, they had already long ago realized perfect enlightenment. There are many of them. But at any given time, in any period, there could only be the teaching of one Buddha in one world. Why do you think it's that? Why there's only one Buddha come here to our world to establish the teachings? Why not infinite of them come here to establish the teachings? Will you be confused?
Just listening.
Huh?
I just was about to say.
Exactly. Yeah. So because all the Buddha's teachings are the same, it's not necessary for all of them to come here and to found Buddhism A, B, C, D. Right? They only need one Buddha to come to one world at any given time. It could only be the teaching of one Buddha. And then after the Buddha entered Parinirvana, you can think of Parinirvana as the Buddha sort of disappear for a while. And then later there will be a future Buddha who come here to establish also Buddhism. So that's enough, one Buddha to come.
Wouldn't it be more stronger if there are many Buddhas in different lands?
Oh, very good.
Instead of like
there are
Asia?
Yeah. There are different Buddhas in different lands. Yes. Like Amitabha Buddha, the one we are reciting is actually residing in the Western Pure Land of Ultimate Bliss. You can think of it as another world. It's another world, another dimension, not here, not on earth. Yeah. There are many other Buddhas, and each of them have their own land.
I mean the lands on the world.
Earth. You mean for all of them to come back here?
Yes, like coming to different regions.
I know. So they are actually all here. Believe it or not, many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas manifest in our world, like ordinary beings. But they only need one person who titled the Buddha to come here. Others, if they come as actors and actresses to help this Buddha. So many of the Buddha's disciples or his Dharma protectors or his audience, all of them could be the past Buddhas and Bodhisattvas that come here to this world to help. But they only need to have one Buddha to establish this world. Other Buddhas, if they come back, they lower their status. They could be the Buddha students to assist the Buddha to spread the Dharma. Yeah, or to be other teachers, like different teachers in different places to share Buddhism, to share the Dharma.
So why do we need Buddhas? Like, why do we suffer in the first place?
Very good. This we're gonna talk in later lecture. And the Heart Sutra contains all the basic Buddhist teachings. And your question is linked to what's called the 12 links of dependent origination. And this we're gonna also talk about. But you have to come here every week, otherwise you may miss it. Okay. Oh, so there's also Vajrayana Buddhism, also known as Tibetan Buddhism. It's also part of the Mahayana, and they have a very special sort of methods. They chant a lot of mantras, rituals, and visualization. Okay, so you can think of all these schools as different methods taught by the Buddha. You know how many methods the Buddha taught for you to reach enlightenment? 84,000 Dharma gates. So Dharma means the Buddhist teachings. Gates are just doors, like 84,000 or infinite actually. Why he taught so many methods? Why doesn't he just teach one method? What do you think?
It's different people will need different methods. So
Very good. Because some people prefer pizza, some people prefer pasta. You know, different people have different capacities, preferences. You know, some people like vipassana, some people like chanting. Yeah. So because people have different capacities, preferences, roots, so the Buddha taught many different teachings to suit different people. Okay? But if you were really to gonna set your foot on the path, and you were really to start practicing Buddhism, you have to pick one method that's most suitable for you. Right? You can't simultaneously practicing many methods at the same time. So it's like if you're looking at the maps to go to Rome, so many ways we can reach Rome. But if you were really to set your foot, you're really determined to go, to start, then you have to pick one. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so why we pick the Heart Sutra? Because the Heart Sutra is the most well-known Mahayana sutras. How many people heard of the Heart Sutra? Oh, good. Really? From where? How?
someone on the internet now.
Yeah, it's just very popular. Because it's relevant to all beings. Why? Because we all have the heart, the mind. Okay? So heart, mind, this word in Buddhism sometimes can be used interchangeably. If you see mind, a lot of time it means heart. Okay. So today we won't go into the text because we have the whole semester to cover the text, but we're going to look at the title. It's also very important. So, prajna or prajna, Sanskrit pronunciation. What does that mean? Anyone know? The PowerPoint kind of reveals it. So, the full title is Prajna Paramita Heart Sutra. So, prajna means wisdom. But we can't just say wisdom. It's really transcendent wisdom, great wisdom. It's not the common type of maybe knowledge wisdom that we think of. It's not a conventional wisdom or knowledge. It's really transcendent. It's also the direct insight into reality. And what's this wisdom? It's in the Heart Sutra. We're going to cover it later. And paramita, also from Sanskrit. So what does paramita mean? Pala, it means to beyond, to go beyond the shore. Mita means which that has arrived. So paramita means that one has arrived at the other shore by using what? How you arrive at the other shore? From which shore to which shore? From the sea of suffering to the shore of nirvana, to the shore of complete liberation. So how you can actually arrive at the other shore? The title tells us, Prajna Paramita, you use this transcendent wisdom to help you arrive at the other shore. Okay, that's what the Heart Sutra is trying to tell us. So first of all, I want you to contemplate the heart, the mind. This is not just the heart, this organ that we talk about. No, this is something that's actually invisible. Can you find where's your mind, your heart? How can you get all these thoughts and all this? Will you have all these thoughts after you die? What do you think? When the physical body died, will you still have a lot of thoughts? What do you think? How do you know? Have you saw people with a near-death experience, or people who died and then come back, and then they describe what happened after they died? I also had near-death experience. And I tell you, at the time of death, the moment of your death, you have more thoughts than now. All kinds of thoughts will come. And even after you stop breath, you're still gonna have thoughts. Yeah. So this is actually the mind heart. It's actually not something to do with the physical organs. Maybe the Western scientists or doctors may like to think, oh, you think because you have a brain. Even if you leave this body, you're gonna still continue thinking. Right. You want to say something?
Something like reincarnating as an animal. We still have the same thoughts.
Yeah, so the consciousness can pass from one form to another. And when you become an animal, this goes a little bit complicated. So in Buddhism, there are 8 types of consciousness. But all this is actually talking about one mind, but just 8 different aspects. There is what's called a storehouse consciousness, which store all your memories from the past. Think about it, it's like a garage, like a CPU. That store all your past life memories. Why some people in this world, they carry with past life memories. Some people don't. Most of us don't, because after the 10 months pregnancy, we just forget a lot of things. Even now, we forget a lot of things when we were young. So not to say past life. But sometimes all these random thoughts just came. All these are coming from your storehouse consciousness. You cannot control the thoughts that come into your mind. All kinds of weird, random thoughts. Yeah. So these are all from the storehouse consciousness. Yes. And all the experiences, everything actually arises from the mind, from the heart. Yeah. But in Buddhism, we talk about the true heart, the true mind, and the deluded mind. Whatever that we are thinking, all the feelings, perceptions, even this consciousness that we use to distinguish, to separate all this, these are called the deluded mind, the deluded heart. This is not your true heart, not your true mind. Now, what is actually your true mind? How do you identify? How do you define something as true? Real, true. What is true love? How do you define true love?
It's there all the time, independent.
Very good. It has to be unchanged, correct? Anything that are constantly changing, do you call it true or fake? Fake. So, are your feelings true? Why? Changing. Are your perceptions true? Your thoughts true? No, because they keep changing all the time. Okay, so, but there is something that's unchanged within you. What is it?
Awareness.
Huh? Awareness. Okay, but what's this awareness? Where is it? Yeah, this is not something you can describe with your words. Like some spiritual teacher, they say your awareness is unchanged. It is true. You can somewhat call this awareness, but I don't want you to think awareness is a thing. Okay. In Buddhist teachings, the Buddha used many words to describe this indescribable. It's not a thing. It's not something you can grasp. You can be attached to this concept, oh, my awareness is unchanged. In the Suragama Sutra, I don't know whether I mentioned the Suragama Sutra here. Okay, this is an example from the Suragama Sutra. A king asked the Buddha, oh, Buddha, you said we have the Buddha nature, which is no birth, no death, non-arising. That will not disappear even after we die. How do you prove that? This is a very good question. And the Buddha said, you look at the Ganges River when you were young. Now here I said you look at the sky. It doesn't matter what you look, okay? So when you were young, what do you see? The Ganges River. Or maybe it's much cleaner than now. And when you were old, again you look at the Ganges River. You can look at anything. This is just an example. Or look into the mirror when you were young. What do you see?
My body.
Your face, right? What's your face like when you were young?
Different.
Beautiful, handsome, healthy. Now when you are old, you look into the mirror. And what do you see? Wrinkled. Okay? Okay, so time has changed when things has changed. Right? The objects of what you are seeing have changed as the time goes by. But there is something that's unchanged within this. What is it? Contemplate on that. In this process, something that's unchanged. Doesn't matter how the time changed.
But I feel like it kind of does sometimes. Like when you're young, for example, a lot of people say when they were younger they saw things with like more color, like more life, and kind of changes.
Yeah. All this is changing too, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you see is changing. Well, your feelings is changing all the time. But there is something that's unchanged within this. You know what it is? It's the ability to be aware. It's this ability. It hasn't changed. You may be like, oh, but when I get old, my eyes got a bit like, short-sighted. I can't see well. Doesn't matter. Right? Maybe your eyesight can decrease. Right? But this ability of awareness will not change. You still have this awareness. This will not change. This will not change even as time goes by. This thing will not change even if your physical body died. But this thing is transcend time and space. So there's something that's within us that is actually unchanged. And in Buddhism, in the Buddhist scriptures, many words to describe this indescribable. Why I say it's indescribable? Because the Buddha, also, I don't want you to attach to any concepts. It's not something. It's not a concept. It's not a thing. Okay. Also, don't be attached to this awareness. And the Buddha used all kinds of words to describe this indescribable. You can call it the ability to aware your true nature, your true mind, the Tathagata, the Buddha nature, all kinds. The true self, all kinds. So why the Buddha used so many words? And because the Buddha don't want you to be attached to this concept or to it as a thing. Okay. Yeah. Within this, there's no attachment, no separation. Yeah. The indescribable. And this is what the Heart Sutra is trying to tell us. So the Heart Sutra is very short, but it contains a lot of the basic Buddhist teachings and also the truths of the universe, truths of life in the universe. So if you can, even to read the Heart Sutra, to know this, right, doesn't mean you can realize it. Extremely difficult to realize, I tell you. Right? To always embody in this unchanged awareness or emptiness or Buddha nature, it's not easy. Often we just get away with the monkey mind. It's our feelings, perceptions. Because we have this habit, because we've been in the samsara for too long. So we got this habit of attachment. It's too difficult to get rid of. Yes. But by studying this, it can help us to be more aware of our habit. And also with this nearful meditation, the Amitabha visitation meditation, it helps us to refocus our mind. Okay? So any other sort of questions? Oh, by the way, what's sutra? Sutra means the recorded teachings of the Buddha. Yes. Oh, if for this Heart Sutra, you're welcome to take home if you want to. Right? Or if you don't want to take home, you can leave it to me. But if you take home, you have to really respect the sutra. Don't put your phones, your pens, everything on it. So because it contains the highest wisdom, we need to respect the highest wisdom. It contains the truth. What's the truth? The nature of all dharmas is emptiness in the Heart Sutra. This is the truth. And we're going to explain it in the next lectures. It's not something you can be guessed. Okay, so don't guess, what's emptiness? What's this? It's something we actually need to realize, but very difficult. Particularly nowadays, in this age, it's called Dharma ending age or Dharma declining age, where we got all these things that grasp our attention all the time. It's even more difficult, more challenging for anybody to want to be focused or to meditate. So difficult, but still. So this is how you should handle the sutra. Where the sutra is kept, there will be Dharma protectors, invisible beings. You doubt it?
Alright, that's good.
Yeah.
It's my house protected.
Yes. It is true. If you respect the sutra, you place it well, then there will be very good Dharma protectors that protect it. Okay, so this is the Bodhisattva Guanyin. Guanyin actually, this sutra come from her, and she told us. So this is also another mantra we say in Chinese Buddhism is Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Amituofo.